Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today we're talking about Disney. Just reported earnings and they were good. Let's take a look and see how we should play this. Before we go on, Stock Planner channel is an education channel and we like to share ideas, but nobody is giving any advice. And in fact, I would not recommend taking any advice from anybody on the internet. Do your own due diligence and learn it and be successful. Let's get started. When I'm doing my due diligence, one of the first places I look at is bar chart, and I'm taking advantage of their free area, paid subscription in it. I'm going to tell you that they've been in business for a long time and very, very good services. But right now, all I need to do is look to see which are the top traded stocks based on options, option interest, in order to see what everybody else is playing. Get in on the hype, maybe get in on the game, and of course, Apple takes up a top position most of the time, and AMD, Telsa, all are big players. Forget this one. AMC, forget that one. And a lot of people are playing Wish, and because of the cheap price. I stay away from that. But this is the one that I like to talk about today, Disney. And it's number 6 or 7th on the list. And if you look over here, calls. The calls are up. You're buying calls. It means you think the stock's going to go up. Why do people think that? Disney just reported earnings, and they were good. Topped the estimates. Looking at Disney in trading view using the daily time frame, each one of these little bars is a day. We see that after Disney reported earnings on Thursday, this stock went way up and then came back down towards the end of the day. This is a good swinging stock with nice long printed bars. This is the zigzag. It always knows what it's doing because it looks to the future. And we expand a little bit. And we see it on Friday. It went way up to 187 or so. Yeah, 187.58 is the high. And dropped back down. It had a big gap up and started to fill that gap on the very first day. Well, how do you apply this? This is Disney going up from here? Or is it coming back down to at least a 50% level in the next month or two? Are people going to the parks or are they staying home? Let's see if we can get a little more information on Disney. It looks like Disney broke out on Thursday and Friday, and that's it after earnings, but then it dropped down. They had a red candle for the day, but still higher than it was on Thursday. FinBiz says the target price is going to be 207, somewhere up in here. And it says its resistance or its all-time high of March. It's optionable and shortable and profitable for the future. It must have had a couple bad months. And these people are all saying it's going to go to about 220. They've reinstated their buy rating. TipRanks is rating this a buy. And it says it could go as high as 227 as in FinBiz. 18 people are covering it. I think analysts, I hope they're people. And they have it as a strong buy. And it definitely an outperform. Hedge fund activity decreased and some people are selling. The stock prices seem to level off, fairly leveled off. It's not moving. Next earnings date is November 10th with the target of 212, as I said. Yes, 220 was not a good year for Disney. And this article says that, hey, everybody's starting to take notice and warm it up on Disney. Now, this is simply Wall Street. And this is a snowflake, and you want it to be green, and you want it to be filled up. And what this is saying is the future looks bright for Disney. It's only trading below its fair value by only 4%. But earnings are expected to grow 38% next year. After a bad year, it became profitable. Well, it's a very strong company before then. Netflix is a little better. Roku, also a little better. And the current price and the fair value is about where it's at. Current dividend is nothing. Future growth, this looks good for the future, and that didn't look too good for the past. This is resistance, and this looks like support here or support here. And this is the area where I think it's going to trade at. So over the next month and a half, this is where I think the stock is going to be. And that's based on our current economics. We have inflation. I don't believe that many people are going to go to the parks. There is a pent-up demand for these parks. However, I still think there's some headwinds. So, if I think it's going to be trading in the next month between 184 and 175, 175 and 84, 184. Is there something I can do to come up with some kind of winning strategy? I do not think this stock is going up here, nor do I think it's going down here. It rode out the rough part of last year. I think it's going to trade in this range right there. 184, 175. Going over to Option Strat, which is a simulator for options. And I'm going to click on October 15th, Disney. And I think it's going to be between 184 and 175. So that's going to be an iron butterfly or an iron condor. Let's see what an iron condor does. Max profit, max loss, 155 to 130. I want it to be between 184 and 175. That's pretty good, but I don't want to invest this much in it. 150. We'll bring this down to. That gives me the range that I need to be in, 184 to 175. But that's better. Let's bring this up. 184 to 185. Excuse me, 175 to 184. Does it? This is decent here. And in the next month, if it doesn't move, I can take $50 out of a $500 investment, and that's 10% in 1 month. It's not the best play. I'm investing $500 to make a potential of 115 if I hold it to the end, which is October 15th, or I can get out earlier. It stays in this range here. Doesn't seem all that bad. Let's take a look at that chart again. 158 to 196. 158 to 196. As long as it stays in that range till October, that's good. I win something. Not a lot, but I win something. I can win up to 115. What do you think of that play? Please leave your comments below. Like and subscribe this video. This channel needs your help. Like and subscribe this video. Catch you on the flip. Disney. I think it's going to trade in a range.